Why did pro-Palestinian activists storm a Scottish aerospace factory with hammers, believing it supplies weapons to Israel? On January 2, 2026, a group of activists broke into Brunton's Aero Products factory in Musselburgh, Scotland, and attacked machinery with hammers. Video footage shows computers and manufacturing equipment being smashed by people wearing black gloves. The factory is suspected of producing components for F-35 fighter jets used by Israel in Gaza. Police Scotland are investigating the incident under the Terrorism Act, treating it as a targeted attack. This is part of a growing pattern of direct action. Similar incidents occurred at Leonardo UK's Edinburgh factory in 2024, where activists sabotaged internet cables and sprayed "Stop Arming Israel" on equipment. In July 2025, 3 women were arrested under terrorism charges for driving a van into a defense company's fence in Edinburgh. The activists claim these factories profit from spilling Palestinian blood and want them shut down. The legal response is escalating. Pro-Palestinian group Palestine Action has been proscribed as a terrorist organization in the UK. 5 activists who caused $1 million in damage to a Glasgow weapons factory were jailed in August 2024. Yet the attacks continue, with activists arguing that peaceful protest has failed to stop arms sales to Israel. The political context is volatile. The UK government maintains these factories operate under strict export controls and don't supply Israel directly. But public anger over Gaza casualties, now estimated at 680,000 by some sources, has fueled radical action. With Israel's recent recognition of Somaliland and tensions rising across the Middle East, British defense contractors find themselves on the front lines of a proxy conflict. What do you think? Should authorities treat these factory attacks as terrorism and impose harsher penalties, or is this just legitimate protest against companies profiting from war crimes? Drop your thoughts below.